a lot of interesting things going on around here these days, and I'm happy to be filming again. Somehow I missed a whole week, you know, between work and everything else that goes on in life. But a lot of really cool gun stuff happened too. And we're looking at just Winchester Model 88s and a Winchester Model 100 that I have on the table. I was going through some old notes, and this goes back like a year or more. People were asking what the difference is between the Pre-64 Model 88 and the Post-64 88. So we'll look at that. And then I have an Army and Navy Martini on the table, which I'm just working on. I think I'll make a video on that because it's some kind of really fine rifle in 303 British. But getting to the subject, yeah, really simple. So some collector things are not simple, and others are. And with the 88, and you know that I think highly of 88, you can tell that Pre-64 right away because it has checkering. And I can't say that the wood on Pre-64 Model 88s is superior to Post-64. And I've owned, well, quite a few of each. And like I said, I think it's really simple. When you talk about the difference between the Pre-64 and the Post-64, you're really not talking about a difference in the gun, unless you know something I don't know. It's just really the stock. And I tried to be, you know, careful and looked closely and worked the actions and so forth, trying to determine if there's something. But so there's always that initial resistance, and some of you wrote me that if you take the magazine out, the bolt works much more easily, and I'm sure that's true. The only reason I leave it in is, you know, in a hunting situation, we're going to have a magazine in the gun. Others wrote that if the magazine has cartridges, it might be easier. That's probably true. Anyway, so it's hard for you to detect what I'm registering here, but there's always an initial resistance, and then it goes. It's slick. And then the Post-64, well, you can have a good look at it and we can film it for you. I mean, if anything, I would say probably the wood is maybe not a higher grade, but they put a different finish on it, and this impressed checkering, some people hate it. I actually have no problem with it. I don't think it's grotesque or anything like that. Just an effort to get away from handwork. And a lot of the majors were using impressed checkering, and for some reason Winchester thought maybe if they added sort of the basket weave pattern and some oak leaves or something, people will like it more. And I don't know if people like that more. But yeah, now you'll think that there's more resistance, but I've seen Pre-64s that have that first hiccup as well. I don't think there's a difference really. You're fine buying either. And then to further clarify it, I thought I'll take out a Model 100. By the way, this Model 100 and that Model 88 are in exceptional condition. It's very hard to find them without all kinds of marking and dents, you know, from either safes or from the woods, because people use these rifles, and you know, who knows? There are all kinds of things going on. Some people buy two stocks, and maybe when I bought these, I got the original stock that they stored away, so the gun, the stock wasn't marked up. The reason I think that sometimes is that I see bluing wear, and yet the stock is perfect. So it's not, you know, a huge investigation for me. I just think that there's inconsistency, but it doesn't matter. The net result is two rifles in extraordinary condition. And then the Pre-64 88 is probably a balanced wear. The bluing matches the stock wear, and I never mind honest use wear. The bore is important, and well, these all, they look to look at the bore, they're about flat new. Now I don't have my bore scope anymore, and that becomes pretty tedious looking in there. But one can do that too. So that answers all the questions from so long ago. If those people are still on the channel, I don't know, and sorry for taking so long, but that is the bottom line with these. There isn't a significant mechanical difference. If you like the Pre-64 stock, that's great, and somehow maybe the market has created a greater value to Pre-64 for 88s and 100s, but that's not reflected in a real difference in the performance or in the characteristics of the mechanism or rifle. Probably it's just run on from the Pre-64 and Post-64 Model 70, and of course we all know there are profound differences there. Anyway, I hope you find that useful. Some people ask, would I pay the same for a Post-64 88 as I would for a Pre-64? And I would have to say I'm indifferent. It doesn't matter to me. They're both excellent, and I see no reason to say anything bad about either one. They're just slightly different stylistically. So I hope that's helpful, and we'll be doing more filming this week, so I look forward to seeing you on the other videos. Please subscribe. It's crucial for me that you do push the subscribe button, and you know, if you have $3 kicking around, you can always subscribe to Patreon as well. That's good too. Anyhow, I hope that's useful. Once again, thank you for being here, and we'll see you next time.